go in our veggie burger today. We've got a selection of mixed grains and stuff here. This was from Asda. It's called broth mix in Asda. It's got peas and lentils and all sorts of grains in. If you want, you could just use a packet of ready cooked lentils. These are going to be the main body to our burger, and then we're going to add into that, we're going to sweat down some mushrooms, a bit of red onion, I've got a bit of red pepper. We're going to flavour it with some, I've gone for some Caribbean mild curry powder. You can add whatever flavouring you want. We're going to add in some black beans, we're going to add in a bit of diced beetroot, and then we've got some porridge oats just to bind it all together so that it sticks together nicely when we're cooking it. And then to finish it off, I'm going to pop it in a bagel today. I've got some red onion and chive ones. I've got a bit of pickled red onion that I just keep in a bag in the fridge all the time. A bit of avocado, some tomato, a bit of mayonnaise, a bit of lettuce, and whatever cheese you fancy on top. We're going to blend all of our ingredients for our main burger patty up together in a blender today. If you don't have a blender, don't worry, you can just do it on a chopping board with a knife. It will just take a little bit longer and a little bit more work, but it'll be worth it. So one of the first things we're going to do, if you're using raw grains like this, soak them overnight. We're just going to pop them in a bowl. All the weights and stuff will be in the description below, and we're going to give them a little boil. Just cover them with water like that, will be plenty, and pop them on the stove. And then we've got our diced red onion, our diced pepper and diced mushroom. We'll start off with the mushroom first into a dry pan. Leave these a little bit chunky, it gives you something to bite when you're eating the burger. And then we're just going to put these dry pan, nothing in there whatsoever at the moment, on a medium heat just to draw all the moisture out of them. After a couple of minutes, you'll see that the mushrooms are starting to go a little bit shiny where the water is starting to come out of them. Now what we can do is add in a bit of salt, and that just helps draw out more moisture. After another couple of minutes, we're going to add in our diced onions and peppers. We just want these to soften up just a little bit. So once your mushrooms, onions and peppers are all sweated down a little bit, we're going to just remove the little bit of garlic that's in there. Make sure you get the skin out as well. I'm just going to pop all this into a bowl just to cool down for a couple of minutes while we get on with blitzing up the rest of the stuff. So in my machine I've put my tin of black beans, I've cooked my broth mix down, I've then just run it under cold water to get rid of all the fuzz and stuff that's on it. We want it as dry as possible in here, and now we're just going to give it a couple of little pulses just to turn it into a little bit of a paste. We're not going to turn it too much into a paste, just a couple of little pulses. If you don't have a machine like this, just chop it on a chopping board with a knife. So while we were waiting for our grains to cook, I've just got a cooked beetroot and grated that into the bowl with our mushroom and pepper mix. We're now going to add in our blitzed up broth mixture. You can see it's not a total puree, it's still got some chunky bits in there. We'll fire that into the bowl. We're going to add in some pepper. And a teaspoon of curry powder or whatever flavouring you fancy having in your burger. A little bit more. Then make sure you've got clean hands and just get in there, give it all a good mash up together. You want it to feel like minced beef because we're replicating a burger, so that's what we're aiming for. you should end up with something like this. So you can see it's not all stuck together at the moment, but if you grab a little bit and squeeze it, it will stay together, and you can see everything that's in there. If you want to add in sweet corn or diced courgettes or any other vegetables, entirely up to you where you want to take it. You can also not just have it as a burger, you could roll it into little meatballs. You could roll it into a sausage shape, I suppose, if you wanted. You can do whatever you fancy with it. Put that in a nice pita bread with some salad, all cooked up on the barbecue or just in the kitchen like we're going to do today. It'd be absolutely lovely. So to cook our burger, just get yourself a pan on with a little bit of oil in, or you can do it on a char grill pan, in your barbecue, just through your oven if you fancy, whatever you want to do. Grab yourself a bit of burger mix and just make it into the size and the shape you want. Turn that down a touch and then just pop it in. Now, we don't actually have to cook this because there's nothing in it to cook. There's no egg or anything in there binding it. If I remember rightly, at the moment it's gluten-free and vegan, which is also a bonus. Now our burger's nearly ready, but I fancy having a bit of cheese on there, so I'm just going to put a bit of Emmental on. Now that won't naturally melt very well like that, but if you put a lid on top, it'll create a little bit of heat inside and then all the cheese will nicely melt. If you don't have a lid that fits your pan, just put something bigger than the pan on top and it will create a seal. Even if it's a tray, anything, it doesn't matter. Just put it on for a couple of minutes, take it off, cheese will be melted. Job done. So now we've got all our components. We've got our toasted bun. I'm going to put some avocado in, some tomato, some pickled red onion, a bit of lettuce, and our burger with our cheese on. And a bit of mayonnaise. So we can go with a bit of mayo first. To help stick it all together. Now we go in with our lettuce first, I think. Slide in our burger, nice slice of tomato, a couple of slices of avocado, a sprinkle of the red onion on top, put our lid on, and there we go, one veggie burger.